Hello, 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 and welcome to my next reaction to Black Mirror. So last episode we got the Capaldi episode, and I think the only other thing that I know about this season is next episode, the last episode, will be I believe, sequel to USS Callister or something like that. And those were the only two things I believe that I knew going into this season. So, I'm going completely blind into this episode. Alright, let's get into it. Oh! Oh my goodness. They've got a really iconic cast this season.
I'm calling on behalf of Miss Kelly Royce.
I don't know a Kelly Royce.
Absolutely, but this regards Miss Royce's mother, Carol Royce.
I don't know a Carol Royce either.
Her maiden name was Hartman. Carol Hartman.
Oh, rings a bell.
Yeah, I know the name. Sorry, why are you calling?
I'm afraid she passed away last Wednesday. Her daughter wanted you to know. Hello?
Oh.
Tell her I'm sorry for her loss.
Of course.
Thank you for letting me know.
I'm from a company called Eulogy.
Eulogy, okay.
We're helping the family curate an immersive memorial.
Immersive memorial.
We've been contacting names in our mother's old papers, which is where you were listed. The Eulogy system curates your recollection and uploads them for the memorial. Would you like to take part?
I'm not sure.
If it's easier, we can just send you the kit and you can decide then.
The kit?
Oh! Prompt! By his expressions, I feel like this was a complicated relationship in his life. Yeah, I'm speculating, of course. Wow.
Hello?
Ah,
Hello.
That kind of scared me too.
I've got a bit of an opening spiel I need to do here.
go for it.
Today, we celebrate the life of Carol Royce. As guide,
Right.
my role is to help you reminisce, relive, and curate your fondest memories of her.
Yeah, can we maybe skip the intro? Just tell me what you need me to do.
Okay, let's calibrate. Simply place the guide disc, that's me, on your temple. That's it. Now all you have to do is think of Carol.
I haven't done that for a long time.
Understood. Close your eyes and picture her face. Okay, not really getting anything.
Well, sorry, but
Just try to focus
I am, but it's hard to,
to see her clearly.
yes.
What helps are tangible prompts. Photos, songs, mementos, that kind of thing.
Can't you supply photos?
Oh, I'm not allowed to provide external material. It would get mixed up with your memories. They do it this way to keep the recollections accurate.
Right.
But if you grant access to your photo cloud,
That kinda
you
makes
can
sense.
search for images of Carol.
Smartphones and clouds didn't exist back when I knew her.
Do you have any physical photos?
Oh, this is really bringing up some shit.
You there?
Yeah, did you find some?
A few.
A few.
Okay, 3.
I can process up to 1,500 photos.
And I got you
So
3.
they recommend a minimum of 6 different images.
Can we just get going with this?
Absolutely. So pop me back on, lay out the first image you'd like to import, and then look at it. Okay, well, what are we looking at here?
That's the day I met Carol. This would have been in Brooklyn, rooftop barbecue at the Coop. I mean, we're just kids, really, but we called ourselves artists, musicians, misfits. Well, believe it or not, that young man is me, and that is Carol.
What, the woman with her back to us? We're looking for a clear recollection of her.
This is what I have.
Yeah.
We can enhance the moment by entering the image.
Oh!
Shall we go in? It's easiest to just show you.
Oh, great. I mean, he does only have 3 photos.
Prize.
Hi.
Oh,
Sorry. It's me. Your guide.
holy crap.
I didn't mean to make you jump.
No, it's not, it's just that this is...
Yeah. Take a moment to get your bearings. This is the photograph used with your memories. Some parts are missing, but details appear as and when your memories fill out. Look at the way you're looking at her. I'm guessing she was looking back at you the same way.
I made her laugh. She was new in the house. I didn't know her, but I wanted to, and I made her laugh. And she looked... Oh, Christ.
It's okay.
No, there's no, I can't see her
It'll
face.
come to you. Try to focus on what you can
Oh.
of this moment.
She kept to herself. She had been studying the cello. She was usually in her room practicing. I think she still had a boyfriend back home at this point.
Fiancé.
Sorry?
There's an engagement ring on her finger. See? The eye can't make that level of detail out in your photo, but there's enough there for the algorithmic sharpening to make visible to us in here. Shall we mark this moment for potential upload for the memorial?
I don't think her family would appreciate seeing a fond memory of her flirting with me while engaged to someone else. It would be an honest representation of her character.
Oh, shit.
Shall we move on?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Shall we try your next photo?
Okay.
Why do I feel like this episode's going to be kind of therapeutic for him?
Yeah, I can't. That's Emma with the blonde hair. And the girl lying back there is Amanda. I would have liked her. She was British, like you.
But there's no Carol. Or you. Looks like there was a record playing. Fool's Gold by...
Stone Roses.
Music's great for jogging the memory.
We were through there. Down the hall. That was the first time me and Carol really got talking. I was so nervous. My brain screaming behind my ears. Don't fuck this up, man. Talking with her was easy.
Oh.
She was funny.
Can you remember what you talked about?
No, but she was like no one I'd ever known. Or even thought of knowing.
This is such a beautiful concept.
That was our first night together. I can't use this either, can I? I screwed the deceased, may she rest in peace.
Let's try your last photo.
Me again? The hell was I wearing? Don't have a clue who took this. I didn't notice anyone taking it.
There's still no sign of Carol.
No, but I was listening. To her. She was in her room, on her cello, practicing, lost in it. She didn't know I was watching.
Can you remember what she was playing?
This thing she used to play over and over is a beautiful piece of music.
If you can remember the name of the piece, I could look it up.
No, it won't be on the surface. She wrote it herself.
It was a piece she composed.
Yeah, she was good.
Perhaps we should try to use some other form of stimuli.
It's not.
Sorry.
I've got other pictures
Okay.
of her.
Just the concept of this is getting me emotional.
See what I mean?
Oh, shit!
Yeah,
Ooh. Rough breakup.
you were upset with her.
That's one way of putting it, yeah.
No shit.
You won't ever know how hard I felt for that girl, like beyond everything. And she said, she always said she felt the same, and I believed she felt the same. And then she drops me.
Oh.
Bang, just see ya. Not a word, just walks away. That was me, lost. No hope, nothing. So then came the drinking, all that shit, the desperation of it. Fucking shame. We were together 3 years. It took me 15 to climb out of the hole she put me in. So,
Ooh.
yes, I was upset.
And you never stayed in touch.
No. No, we did not.
Re-examining the past isn't always comfortable, but
Okay,
sometimes...
sorry. But, yeah. There were good times when we were together. I know that. But, it's all gone. I can't even picture her face anymore.
Do you want to stop?
No.
Well, do you have any particular memories associated with what's left of these photos?
Oh,
It's just the more you can recall, the more likely it is we can restore your memory of her face. Which one's you? Sorry, I'm joking.
Oh, you're hilarious.
What do you remember?
So where exactly are we?
The pier at Cape Cod.
This does not bode well. I'm already tearing
Well,
up.
that's where you live now.
I liked this photo more than Carol did.
She wasn't into hot dogs.
No, it was the beer. Could have put that bottle down for the picture, you know.
Oh, yeah. She had a point.
You know, it was on this trip that we knew we were serious. Lying in bed, fascinated by each other's eyes. I love you, back and forth, all that. Nothing else existed. Just us. It's all we needed. This is it. Tiny place over a piano store. I took the pictures, so I would have been about there.
Can you remember what colour she's painting with here?
Well, the walls were nicotine yellow when we moved in. First place of our own for both of
charming.
us. Blue. Yeah, that's it. Blue. Yes! The landlord lost his shit. We weren't supposed to redecorate. It's a stupid idea, really. It made it look even smaller than it already was. Yeah, we both kept up the music. She joined the band by now.
You're in a band together?
Oh, yeah. I'll show you. Here. It's one of our gigs. It's about
Oh,
91, I think.
my heart.
There we are.
So Carol played keyboards,
Yeah, that was my idea.
not cello.
Cello wouldn't have fitted our sound.
You could adapt the sound.
She could play anything. It might not have been the cello, but she was fine with it. Zeke quit the band, moved to Seattle, decided he was God. And that was it for us. So, no recording.
Well, damn, Zeke.
Yes. Well, hearing his... And maybe we could have kept going without him, but Carol's heart wasn't in it.
Maybe you should have let her play cello.
Maybe you could take cello
Well,
again.
the cello was important to her.
I know.
She played it her whole life, taught her daughter to play it.
Are you supposed to be mildly annoying? Is that how they coded you?
I wasn't really coded, more generated.
Okay. Generated from some digital asshole.
Oh. Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Apology accepted.
Jesus, that's Carol in red there. I was so mad I used a cigarette on this.
You burned your own face out too?
That's not me.
Oh.
That's me in the hockey mask.
So who's Beetlejuice?
Just some dickbag trying his luck with my girlfriend.
Looks like you had company too. Who's she?
Oh, that's Emma.
No, she was in the coop
Oh.
photos earlier. The two of you get on?
We work together. Oh, Jesus, not you two. Carol thought I encouraged her, which I didn't. It was a bar job, for Christ's sake. You joke around.
So she was jealous.
We fought about it that night.
As
I
were
was
you.
because she'd been sitting all night with
It
Mr.
seems.
Asshole.
Looks like she wants to get away from him.
What?
She's leaning back, like his breath smells.
She could have moved any time. She was there the whole night
The
with
whole
him.
night.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think so.
See that area? Jamo must have photographed it at some other point that night. Isn't that Carol with her back to us in red?
Okay, not the whole night, literally. She went on and on. And then she blamed me that she didn't get an early night because she had some audition tryout thing the next day.
Oh.
Brooklyn Philharmonic.
Oh.
For the cello. She was bummed. She didn't have any work. But then Amanda, the British girl from the coop, she'd moved back home, pulled a couple of strings. Got Carol a 6-month placement in the orchestra paid for Phantom of the Opera, of all things.
Hey.
London's West End. She was excited, as she was.
You didn't want her to go.
Well, she kept saying it's just for a few months, but it's easy to say that when you're the one going on an adventure. She sent me a postcard every week. Upbeat, but saying she missed me.
I have to remember this
Poems
is
and
long
such.
distance in the
Maybe
early
we saw one
90s
of
and
so you
not
didn't see her for a
today.
while.
But we arranged for me to fly out there in the fall, see her for a long weekend, but I felt so far away, you know. Long time on my own.
What's this?
My birthday.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a picture of her.
So you weren't alone the whole time she was gone?
What do you mean?
that's...
Emma.
Exposed!
God, yeah. Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
Like you are.
I'm not looking at you like anything.
You kind of are a
Okay,
little
so
bit.
it was my birthday. I had a few drinks at work, and they came back to the apartment, and, you know, we weren't... It's a dumb thing, okay? It was just a one-off thing. It wouldn't have been a big fucking deal if...
If what?
Carol never called. Couldn't afford to. The long distance back then was a fortune. And
She
called to
answered
sing
your
me
phone?
Happy birthday. Emma answers the call. I don't know why.
Making mischief.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Anyhow, shit hit the fan.
Who answers other people's phones?
Ugly, scorched earth stuff. Ugly. She hung up on me. Or I hung up on her. I don't know. I can't fucking remember.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway. Not good.
You want to mark this memory for potential upload? For the memorial?
Okay.
I never thought I was
You
perfect.
said a lot about Carol's failings.
Yeah.
She did this, she did that, she's the root of all evil.
You don't understand.
What did she do that was so awful, so heinous, you become this wounded dog?
I haven't shown you yet.
Oh, shit! Getting read by the guide. Oh, my word.
I already had my ticket, so...
So Carol knew you were coming.
Right. A few months or so after my birthday. Now, she was staying in this British family spare room in the sticks somewhere, so I booked us a stupid suite in a hotel I couldn't afford. I went to the matinee. Not my thing. I couldn't even see her, of course. She was in the pit somewhere, but
Well,
I met her at the
still,
stage door after.
it's good to
Took her
support.
suitcase back to the hotel. We went out for dinner.
Anywhere nice?
To a fancy restaurant. I'd read this article about it on the flight. I think they bumped someone when I told them what I was gonna do.
What do you mean?
You were going to propose? I have a lot of follow-up questions.
She looked kind of the same, but different. She put on weight, but I couldn't see that. I thought she looked beautiful. And I ordered a bottle of champagne, first time I'd done that anywhere, but she didn't touch it. She didn't want to drink anything. And I was like, come on, I've come all this way. I have one, but no.
Oh, shit.
I had to bite my tongue because, you know, it was irritating. I had the ring in my pocket, so I was nervous. Finally, I pluck up the nerve, and I take out the ring, and I almost dropped it. I was so jittery. And she looks at it, and she goes quiet. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't even look at me.
She's pregnant.
And now the waitresses are shooting looks over because they know I'm there to propose, so I'm on display. You know, my cheeks are burning, my throat is dry, so I'm drinking more. And then in the end, I ask her, just say something. Say anything. And she's just staring at the floor, so I bang the table with my fist. And now everybody's watching, and she just gets up and walks out. There's just silence. There's just the clanging in the kitchen. And I'm there, and everyone's quiet. The staff can't make eye contact. Just this stink of humiliation on me. So I sat there and I finished that bottle. They told me I didn't have to pay for it, but I insisted I would. I didn't want their pity.
No, because you could provide your own.
Oh! She's more than just a guide.
You're talking a lot about how sad you were.
I was destroyed.
And how was she?
I'm not saying that she was a big happy fucking sandwich, but she walked out on me. Not a word as to why.
Would you have listened if she told you? A bottle of champagne down.
Of course.
So why do you think she left?
Maybe she was cheating. Maybe she was sick of me. Maybe she was cruel. She knew that I was coming. She
But
knew
not
that
that
I
you were
was
coming to propose.
Like, that's a big difference.
You said this was autumn 92.
Yes, like October.
She looked sort of different. Wouldn't drink. She was pregnant. With
Thank
me.
you. Oh! I really should have put that together.
Kelly Royce. Carol's daughter, the one she taught to play cello. Don't worry, you're not my dad. He was a one-night stand, played xylophone in the orchestra, believe it or not.
You're Carol's daughter.
Yes. Well, kind of. I'm not real. I'm a disposable avatar, a temp guide, an echo, really. I'm programmed with her thoughts and opinions, so I can decide what she'd like to include without her having to be exposed to everything herself, which, as you can imagine, might be upsetting.
Why didn't you say?
You said skip the intro.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So you already knew everything I've been telling you here?
Well, some of it, but to be honest, she never really spoke much about this time in her life. I think looking back was painful for her. It doesn't mean your time together wasn't meaningful.
Oh, this is getting me.
This guy, your dad, what was he like? I just want to know.
Why?
She cheated with him.
You mean followed your lead?
Could you just tell me?
I never knew much about him. He was called Brian.
Brian?
Yeah. And they were never together, and by the time I was born, he was in Manchester. And the year after that, I heard he died of COVID.
Oh, boy. He sounds like a real catch. Great choice, Carol. Great choice. Sorry.
It's okay. She'd agree. She said she wrote to you to explain, or at least start the conversation, and you never replied.
She never wrote to me.
That's what she told me.
I didn't get it. I'd have listened.
Yeah, and said get rid of it.
No, I don't know. We'd have talked it over.
And you'd have heard her?
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I want to get out of here. I just want to see her, you know?
Maybe there's something else that could jog your memory. What about in that box? Is that like a camera there?
This?
Yeah.
It's a disposable camera. The plan was we would take photos around the city together. That never happened, of course. I never...
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hope he
Here.
can see her by the end of this episode.
Here. I think I took this. Just a nothing photo.
Look, we could still go in.
What's the point?
Well, you took it on your trip, so it might give us something.
Told you it's nothing. Her case was gone, so I knew that was that. And I took it out on the room.
Huh.
It was pathetic.
Was the letter there, or that she said she wrote? See
There's
what
a
I'm
note
saying?
here.
It was the worst
Philly.
snap ever.
System sharpen it up. There's a piece of paper here with Philly written on it.
That's what she called me.
Pretty sure it's her writing.
Well, I never saw that.
Philip, it's just part of the image. You won't be able to pick it up. I'm sorry, that's just not how it works.
Come on. Please, come on. Get me out of here.
Maybe you kept it somewhere.
No.
Are you sure?
I'd fucking remember. Sorry.
It's okay. Let's just walk through what you did after you took the photo.
I just smashed the room up. I went out, drank myself into a blur. Then when I got back, the maid had cleaned the place up, put it all in a little pile. We just packed everything up. I put it away and I never... Oh.
Philly, I have to tell you something. I couldn't say earlier. I froze. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. That day I rang and got Emma, I was so mad. I had a one-night stand with someone in the orchestra here. It didn't mean anything, and I'm sorry. I've missed my period. I don't know what to do. I love you, and I want us to work, but I don't know how you'll feel. I think I want to keep the baby. I don't know. But could you live with that if I did? If you still want to talk, Meet me tomorrow afternoon at the stage door after the matinee. I'll understand if you never want to see me again. I hope you do. I love you.
Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, Billy, so you asked me to record this piece of music for you. Careful what you wish for.
Let's see her.
No. Oh. Oh. Okay, I am positive, or pretty sure, my makeup looks all sorts of fucked up right now, but you know, that's the game you play when you wear makeup and you react. Okay. What a beautiful episode of Black Mirror, and it's so funny because I was getting teary-eyed towards the beginning of this episode, just by the concept of this, just by how much this type of technology would mean to anyone who lost somebody, to be able to kind of relive a little bit moments with that person. So I was already getting emotional, you know. And then just the way that the story went, I actually really liked, you know, as much as it was a big part of the narrative that he had so much animosity and so much anger. I actually quite liked that that was a main point of this episode, in the sense that, you know, a lot of times of people, all we have is our memories, and sometimes our memories are, you know, our perspective. You know, we don't always get to see we don't get to see every moment through the lens of anyone else in those moments. We don't necessarily get the whole context. And a lot of times when someone gets so hurt, and in that moment, he was so hurt. I mean, I felt awful for him in that dinner scene. And yes, I clocked that she was pregnant. And I know that her one night stand was probably out of pain. Like, I figured all that out real quick. But I still felt awful for him because that was a moment that broke his heart. And when something like that happens and you just don't get like any kind of explanation, you don't get any kind of closure, she just walks out. And obviously the clues were there. We see that, you know, now going through it, but it's almost like a lot of times I feel like a coping mechanism for such severe heartbreak like that is to turn it into anger. She was awful, she was cruel, she was this. That's how you feel better. And I know that I'm not saying it's right? But it is a thing that so many people do. It's like you go over certain things, and when you're hurt so badly, every single moment that you go over in your head over and over for years is, oh, well, that night at the bar, she was sitting with that guy, or this, that, and the other, you know, and you use valid, truthful memories to make up your own perspective on things. And the way that this just opened up his eyes and the heartbreak. I mean, the tragedy of it all being that they could have patched it up. If he saw the note, they could have possibly had that relationship that he so desperately wanted to begin with. It would have been difficult to get past the cheating on both ends and everything like that, and obviously, but he could have had it. And it's not, you know, he didn't see the note. So, and that is, it's just a tragedy. And now, she's dead. So now, he doesn't get that closure with her. I think he found some sort of closure within this episode, but he doesn't get to feel that with her. And have that, you know, kind of conversation. That broke my heart. And my heart broke for her. You know, we didn't see things from her perspective, not really. But she loved him. And he broke her heart. He cheated. Not only just cheated, but cheated with the woman that she was already skeptical of, already worried about. That's tough. And she thinks that he wanted nothing to do with her. And my heart just breaks for her. So much. I probably should have clocked that the guide was a version of the daughter. You know, in the beginning they say on behalf of Kelly, right? That's the daughter of Carol and everything like that. But I don't know. I did have a moment because obviously the guide was reacting and upset or feeling some type of way about what he was saying. So it felt like there was more going on there. But the only thing I could think of was that it would be Carol, but I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because he would recognize her. You know, I mean, he hasn't forgotten what she looked like that much. You know what I mean? So I should have clocked that, and I just didn't, for whatever reason. But, you know, I love a Black Mirror episode that shows the beauty of technological advancements. Excuse me. Because we don't always get that. We like never get that in Black Mirror. I mean, it's rare. It's very rare. So that was a beautiful episode. One of my favorites of the season, and I've loved this season. I keep saying that. I've loved this season, but this to me was just, it moved me. And I always get a little, oh no, anything that has to do with the topic of memories really gets me. A lot of you already know why, and I don't want to cry anymore, so I'm not going to. This was quite an episode. Holy moly. All right. I think that's about it. I'm going to stop here before I start crying again. Okay. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.